Hello Hanji Kid Don, what's up people? It is match day and the mighty Tractor Boys, we're at home today as we take on Southampton. Before we get into anything, you know we got to do the shout outs. Massive shout outs to Angel Care Homes for all your care needs in the Black Country and Birmingham area. Massive shout outs to Mark Darcy for all your formal menswear needs. And of course the Desi Ballers highlighting all South Asians at all levels in the beautiful game. And like I say, each and every video, if you ain't already or if you're brand new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smash the like button on this video, turn the notifications on and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now let's get to it. So I don't like putting this label on it, but today for me it is a must-win game. Southampton are down there, all but relegated. We've still got a fighting chance and we need to start picking up some points. You know, if we think about the rest of the season and, you know, the points tally we need, if we want to get about 30 points, we need to get 5 wins. And that, you know, the games are running out, so we've got to start taking those chances. We've had some really good performances. I know the past couple of games have been a bit of a, you know, shell shock in terms of what we've been used to over the last few years under this kind of McKenna team. But obviously you're playing Liverpool and Man City. And I think there was positives certainly in the Liverpool game to take away from it. You know, I think the fact it finished 4-1 psychologically, I think that's that's a lot better than a 4-0, or it could have even been 5-0. So, you know, that psychological thing. Greaves has now got his first goal, so every corner he's going to be going up and feeling that he can do something. And Ciso, what a player he looks like. So there's lots of positives to see from that Liverpool game. And no disrespect to Southampton, but Southampton are far from Liverpool. That being said, they do like to score. So they have scored, and they may have scored more goals than us. Obviously, they've shipped more goals as well. But I think they've actually, like, goals scored, they've probably scored more than us. And they do seem to score in every game. So, you know, I'm feeling that certainly with the new manager, the way that he wants them to play football, you can see that they want to... They haven't completely gone away from Russell Martin's kind of pass and philosophy or whatever, but they seem to be a bit more, you know, taking them chances and willing to shoot. You know, something that we don't really do a lot, which is like they do have lads that will just have a shot from maybe distance or not trying to pass it into the back of the net. So obviously if they're down there, we should be thinking, right, we can take the points. But it's easier said than done. So in terms of team lineups then, they have dropped. So I'm not even give you like a prediction. So I'll put it up on the screen here. So you can see, obviously, Southampton, we'll put theirs up first. So you got Ramsdale, Walker-Peters, Bree, Bednarek, Harwood-Bellis. Is he the lad that's dating Roy Keane's daughter? So, I don't know. Anyway, Wellington, Ugokochiwoku. Is that, oh, sorry if I've probably butchered that. Haribo, Fernandez, Grombach. I think that's the young Danish lad they signed, so I think this may be his debut. And then Onuachu. Okay. 2 minutes, man, 2 minutes. Grombach, and then they've got Grombach and then Onuachu. So no Armstrong's on the bench. Dibbling's been dropped to the bench. Smallbone, and no Flynn Downs in the squad. He decided, he made his bed, so he's obviously not in the squad. Rumour has it he's falling out with their manager and their gaffer. I don't know if Southampton fans are watching this or they know anymore, but it seems odd. You spent a big coin for him. He was good for you in the Championship. He is a good player, and it seems odd that you don't play him. But anyway, and for Town, let's have a look at Town then. So here we go. We've gone back to a 4-2-3-1. So we've got Muric in goal, Big Axe at right back. You know, he was really good against Liverpool. Dara O'Shea and Greaves in the middle, with Leif Davis on the left. Morsey and Kayust in the midfield. I like that. Hutchinson out on the right. Big fan of that. Julio Enciso. There's something at the Town wanting you to know. The best 10 in the world is Enciso. There was a chant on Twitter, man, and it was good, man. I liked it. It was a play on the Wolves chant that they did for Raul Jimenez. So Enciso in the number 10. Nathan Broadhead on the left. I like that. And then Liam Delap up top. I like that team. And also we got Philogene on the bench. We got Hurst on the bench. We got Jack Clark. We got Phillips. We got Townsend. We got Godfrey. we've got a really good bench, so if we do need to freshen it up, we can do. So the man in the middle is none other than Mr. Michael Oliver. I think if you're a football fan, you definitely know that name. And I don't know the guy personally, I've never met him, never had a conversation, but from the outside looking in, he is definitely a referee that likes to make it about himself. He likes the headlines, he likes the publicity, and that's what it seems like anyway. You know, there was the Arsenal Wolves game the other week where Lewis Skelly, is it Skelly, their young left back, he got sent off for what was a yellow card and no more than a yellow card. And then because it was quite funny, because in the same game, he gave the Wolves player a yellow card for the same challenge, which ended up being the second yellow and he's off. But he gave Lewis Skelly a straight red. So very bizarre on that. In terms of controversies, where do you want to start? With Town, though, last time he refereed us was at Everton. And not at Everton, but here against Everton. And we all know what happened with Jack Clark. And it should have been a penalty. So it was a bit of a piss take, to say the understatement. So I'm expecting some sort of controversy today. But yeah, man, let's see what happens, and hopefully his controversy doesn't ruin our result. In terms of score predictions, then for me, like I said, I think Southampton could be there for the taking. I do think we're going to concede because Southampton do like to score, but I am backing us, and I'm backing us big or big-ish. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 Town win. Right, it's getting close to kick-off, so I'll catch you all in there. See you later, peeps.
When I die.
They were horrible. No, we don't need them.
He's going to blow for half time now. Come on, me man! Harry Clark against Cheltenham away. Connor Chaplin scored. Fucking ball that is. That's the ball. Well done. Right, Liam, do him! Lost him on Liam! Lost him on Liam! Julian!
Yes, Sammy! Well done, Sam! Whoever you are, go on! Get in! Get in! Oh, what's he doing? Stand him!
Heads up, heads up!
So what we saying about that one then, peeps? It's Sunday morning. Thought I'd do this quick little match review, reaction, whatever we want to call it, man. Oh shit, I need to turn this music off, man. YouTube's gonna demonetize me, yo. But big up the legend that is Sidhu Moosewala, dropping tunes even beyond his death. Magic. But yeah, man, let's get to it then. So that was definitely a game of two halves. You know, that first half we controlled everything. We were, and I know it was 1-1 at half time, but we were the better team. We were on top for large periods of that game, of that half even. And then in true town fashion, we like to give ourselves a bit of a mountain to climb, and we concede. And the goal itself, I mean, the ball's come across, we haven't dealt with it, so the first thing is we haven't stopped the cross coming in. And then I think it comes in, is it Greaves or O'Shea heads it, goes as far as the penalty box, and then Aribo, the person that kids and grown-ups love so, but Aribo has a shot. It's a clean strike, but shouldn't really be beating the keeper from there. The only thing I can think is that Onuachu, is that his name? Apologies if I pronounced that wrong, but the big lad they had up front, if you were at the game yesterday, you'd have seen him. He was the lad that as he was leaving the pitch or whatever, he kind of hit his head on the top of the west stand. Like, the man is like 75 foot tall, he's massive. But yeah, he I think he's maybe standing in front of Murich's way. Even then, man, should Murich do better? Like, I'm not here to hang out players, I'm not here to cuss them or whatever. We all have our own opinions, but yeah, man, I don't know, man. I think he should do better. I think, like, it's straight at you almost. So yeah, Aribo scored. The kids and grown-ups in the Southampton stand are buzzing, and yeah, it's like, okay, cool. It's quite early on. It's 21 minutes. We know what we're like as a team, and we also know that Southampton like to concede as well. Well, they don't like to concede, but they do concede, if that makes sense. So yeah, obviously they're 1-0 up, and there's no reason to panic, because like I said, they've conceded goals time and time again. They concede late. We know what they're like. We know what we're like. We like to fight. We always like to give ourselves a bit of a mountain, a bit of a hill, whatever we want to call it, to climb up. So it was all like, yeah, we can do it. And the crowd, you know, no one was panicking in the crowd. We were all still singing, still in voice, although we had about 10 different songs going on. You felt, yeah, goals coming. And sure enough, it was there. And was it Enciso or Broadhead? I can't remember who got the assist. I want to say it's Enciso. Great through ball. And Delap, one-on-one. It's only going to be one outcome, innit? Like, the boy does not miss. You know what I'm saying? Did you not see when they did that little darts thing at the training ground? The man hit the 180 or whatever he needed, like the top score. Like, the man scores for fun, he does darts. Like, the man he needs to be studied. Like, when Liam Delap, I know he's only young, but when Liam Delap eventually dies, they need to study his body for science. You know what I mean? And his brain and all the rest of it, because the man ain't human, man. He's something else. But yeah, Delap's got us back into it. We're buzzing. Okay, cool. Now let's put him to the sword. Let's get a second. Let's get a third. Let's get maybe a fourth or whatever, yeah? Because certainly it felt like they were there for the taking. And Broadhead, moments later, man, like, it couldn't have been more than 3-4 minutes after. Broadhead has a beautiful chance, and it's not Swansea, man. You know what I mean? That's all I can say to him. He tried to go for that same finish he did against Swansea away last season, where he just dinked it over the keeper when Amari played him through. If you haven't seen that, again, that's on the back catalogue. The vlog's there. The goal is in 4K. You can watch it. And then we had a few other chances. I think Amari has a chance, and Ramsdale then saves at his near post as well. But we were peppering their goal, and it was like, okay, cool. You know, we can probably get something here. And then obviously ref blows for half time, and then it's like, okay, cool, let's regroup, go analyse what we need to do, see how we can break them down in the second half, come out second half and smash them. But Southampton had a different idea. You know, as I said in the preview, I said, oh, I'm quite excited about the team because we've got a strong bench. So if we need to switch it up, you know, the levels will stay the same. You know, like we saw last week with Liverpool, like the changes to the bench added. Do you know what I mean? It didn't take away from the team. Not yesterday, man. And then, yeah, their second goal. obviously Muric has tried. So I'm trying to park up, bro. Muric has tried to make the save, and obviously his parking sensor's going mad. Don't worry, man, we're good. My parking sensor is when I hear bang. That's when I know I'm too close. But yeah, Muric has what's his name? He's made the save. He spilt it. So my criticism on Muric there is you need to like shovel it away almost, right? But he's put it back into the danger area. And then Greaves, I'm sorry, lads, you need to do better there. Greaves and O'Shea are cut ball watching. Like they're not anticipating anything. I'm just gonna blame it on fatigue because both O'Shea and Greaves are top players. So let's get to some player ratings then. Muric bought in because Bolton's got a thigh strain and he's going to be out for several weeks. There's a keeper there. There is a keeper there. His confidence is shot to shit at the moment. So he looks panicked. And even before a ball was kicked, like that, you could tell there was a lot of fans that were going to be on his back or whatever. We shouldn't be on people's backs. Like, I get it. You just need to back the team, whoever McKenna puts out, because McKenna's not changing that. Do you know what I mean? And then we want to talk about Philogene, yeah? 22 M's we spent on this guy. The shit that Ivo Camacho, his agent, and you know, I'm gonna put his picture up. His picture's here, man. So if you see him at the town games, let him know what a fucking donut he is, man. I don't want this guy to have an easy ride thinking he can have the freedom of Portman Road. Like, you fucked us around for weeks and weeks to benefit your pocket. I get it, it's a business and all the rest of it. But your demands, and I am privy to what went on. I do know. Obviously, I've got links within the game. This ain't through the club. But I know exactly what was done. I know exactly what fee you wanted. I know exactly the delay. And I know exactly the contract that was signed. Now, I'm not going to put all that on here. That's not my place to say. But the way you put those demands in, yeah, and got the thing, most of the things you wanted, I'm expecting this man to be an instant baller. The man looked like an asthmatic snail. He was blowing. Like, the man come on at 65 minutes, and by 75 minutes, he looked knackered. Like, how does that make sense? And I'm being harsh, man. I'm getting onto him. And I said earlier, I'm not here to hang out players to dry and all the rest of it. And now I'm going in on fucking Philogene or whatever. And I'll be honest, part of that is the audacity of Jadon Philogene. You think you're Ronaldo or Ronaldinho, that you're going to put your first name on the back of your jersey like you're one of them dons. But you're putting in those performances. It don't add up. Like, if you're just going to have just your first name on the back, Jadon, I'm expecting you to do something more than ball watch for 20 minutes. Let's end it on some positives then, man. Man of the match, standout performances. It's got to be, you know, number 3, I'm going to give it to Nathan Broadhead. The reason he's third and not second or first is because the amount of minutes he completed was 60 odd minutes, wasn't it? But, you know, noticeable difference when he come off the pitch. No disrespect to Jack Clark and Philogene or whatever, but I thoroughly recommend they study Nathan Broadhead's game. You know, they need to soak up that game if they're going to get to any level they think they can get to. Because I'll be honest, mate, like, they both look... Like, the player we bought in League One looks more a Premier League player than the 2 players we bought in the Premier League. Go figure. But yeah, man, Nathan Broadhead up there for man of the match. He's in 3rd. In 2nd, I'm going to give it... And the only reason I'm giving it to this guy 2nd is because he was man of the match for me last week. It is Julio, or who is it? Julio or Julio? Julio Enciso. You know, you're talking about impact players. You know, both him and Philogene come in. Look at the difference, Enciso. Like, apart from goalkeeper, I think he was all over that pitch yesterday, man. He was in every position. He wants the ball. He doesn't hide from the ball. And he was unlucky not to score. You know, he kind of like fluffed his shot when he got through. But yeah, goals coming for him, man. And this guy's going to the very top, man. So let's enjoy this last 6 months of the season, or however long we got left. And hopefully, like, he's the type of player that's going to do something for us to keep us up if we do stay up. And then for me, man of the match, it's Starboy Amari. I thought that was his best game in a very long time. We know he's had a slight strain and injury. We know, obviously, he's been, certainly before that cut-off period at the Chelsea game, he was playing a bit more with caution in his game because he was on the 4 yellows. But, you know, one of the things I've talked a lot about with Amari is I like the defensive side of him and the fact that he's got that strength. And, you know, he's able to do that. Philogene could learn a lot from him. Amari, top performance, you know, really good to see him out on that right wing. That's got to be our formation going forward. Him out on the right and Ciso in the middle and Broadhead on the left. So yeah, man, Amari, Starboy, Elijah, Jarrell Hutchinson, man of the match for me. So yeah, man, disappointing result. I don't think we deserve to lose that. A draw, in my opinion, probably would have been the fairer result, but credit to Southampton. They took their opportunities, took the chances, and, you know, fair play to their fans who travelled, you know, quite a long distance. They sold out their away end. And, you know, that last 10 minutes, they were in good voice as well. But yeah, man, despite, you know, struggling to beat Southampton, and I know they've been in torrid form and they're bottom of the table and all this, I'm still not giving up hope. You know, yes, Wolves won yesterday. They're 3 points ahead. They've still got to come to Portman Road, and hopefully we can beat them. But I think there's still going to be a few more twists and turns, you know. The way the Premier League is, you know, and Ciso, I think, is going to have a big impact. He's certainly having it already. And I'm hopeful Philogene, you know, I'm hopeful there's a player there. But let's see, man. Let's see what happens. Next up, we got Cov in the FA Cup. Literally 10 minutes away from my house. So I will be there. I'll see you all on Saturday at the CBS, man. Catch you later, peeps.